Odyssey II, lines 136 to 242. Antinous, one of the suitors, replies to Telemachus' speech. He says, "Don't blame the suitors, it's your mom's fault." He tells of the trick that she played on them. He suggests he send Mom back to her dad, Icarius, but Telemachus says he cannot do that, and he orders the suitors out, and notes that he'll get his revenge, at which point Zeus sends an omen. Antinous only in this sort replied, "High spoken, and of spirit unpacified, how have you shamed us in this speech of yours? Will you brand us for an offense not ours? Your mother first in craft is first in cause. 3 years are past, and near the fourth now draws, since first she mocked the peers Achaean, all she made hope, and promised every man, sent for us ever, left love's show in naught. But in her heart concealed another thought, besides as curious in her craft, her loom she with a web charged, hard to overcome, and thus bespake us. Youths that seek my bed, since my divine spouse rests among the dead, hold on your suits, but till I end at most this funeral weed, lest what is done be lost. Besides, I propose that when the austere fate of bitter death shall take into his state Laertes the hero, it shall deck his royal course, since I should suffer check in ill report of every common dame, if one so rich should show in death his shame." This speech she used, and this did soon persuade our gentle minds. But this a work she made so hugely long, undoing still in night by torches all she did by day's broad light. The 3 years her deceit died past our view, and made us think that all she feigned was true. And when the 4th year came, and those sly hours that still surprised at length dame's craftiest powers, one of her women, that knew all, disclosed the secret to us, that she still unloosed her whole day's fair affair in depth of night, and then no further she could force her sleight, but out of necessity her work gave end, and thus by me doth every other friend professing love to her reply to thee, that even thyself and all Greeks else may see that we offend not in our stay, but she, to free thy house then, send her to her sire, commanding that her choice be left entire to his election, and one settled will, nor let her vex with her illusions still her friends that woo her, standing on her wit, because wise Pallas hath given wills to it so full of art, and made her understand all works in fair skill of a lady's hand. But for her working mind, we read of none of all the old world in which Greece hath known her rarest pieces that could equal her. Tyro, Alcmene, and Mycenae were to hold comparison in no degree for solid brain with wise Penelope. And yet, in her delays of us, she shows no prophet skill with all the wit she owes. For all this time thy goods and victuals go to utter ruin, and shall ever so. Right, while thus the gods her glorious mind dispose, glory herself may gain, but those shall lose thy longings even for necessary food, for we will never go where lies our good, for nor any other where, till this delay she puts on all she quits with the endless stay of some one of us, that to all the rest may give free farewell with his nuptial feast. The wise young prince replied, "Antinous, I may by no means turn out of my house her that has brought me forth and nourished me. Besides, if quick or dead my father be in any region, yet abides in doubt. And 'twill go hard, my means being so run out, to tender to Icarius again, if he again my mother must maintain in her retreat the dower she brought with her. And then a double ill it will confer, both from my father and from God on me. When thrust out of her house on her bent knee, my mother shall the hard furies raise with imprecations, and all men dispraise my part in her exposure. Never then will I perform this counsel. If your spleen swell at my courses, once more I command your absence from my house, some other's hand charged with your banquets, or your own goods eat, and either other mutually entreat. at either of your houses with your feast. But if ye still esteem more sweet and best another spoil, so you still wreakless live, gnaw vermin-like things sacred no laws give to your devouring. It remains that I invoke each ever-living deity, and vow if Jove shall deign in any date powers of like pains for pleasures so past rate. From thenceforth look, where ye have revelled so unwreaked, your ruins all shall undergo. Thus spake Telemachus. To shore whose threat far-seeing Jove upon their pinions set 2 eagles from the high brows of a hill, that mounted on the winds together still their strokes extended. But arriving now amidst the council, over every brow shook thick wings, and threatening death's cold fears, their necks and cheeks tore with their eager sears. Then on the court's right hand away they flew, above both court and city, with whose view and study what events they might foretell, the council into admiration fell.